The House Oversight and Government Reform Committee just passed a reconciliation committee print, and it's on the way to the House Budget Committee for the final vote. The House is not looking to vote on this until they have all the other committee vote on their markups, which is not looking to happen until the end of May or possibly at the beginning of June. Because if you look at the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, the biggest bill that's going up to the House Budget Committee is coming from the Ways and Means Committee, where they determine slashing taxes for Social Security, overtime, and tips. And that markup is not happening until May 12th and May 13th. And I'm going to make sure to keep you guys updated on that one. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't done it already. But I'll get straight to the point. If you watch my live stream from yesterday's oversight meeting, not a single amendment was passed. Democrats wanted to eliminate most of the proposals in the bill, and all of their amendments failed to pass in the committee. And if you want to read the amendments, and I'll put the link in the description below, so this video is not going to be an hour long. There was one Republican congressman from Ohio named Michael Turner who voted against the bill. And let me read the quote. He said, "I oppose any and all efforts to reduce federal spending by taking money from the hard-earned pensions of federal workers. These pensions are not giveaways. They are promises to federal workers in exchange for their dedicated service. I will not support and will not vote for the House Oversight Committee's current draft proposal reducing earned pension benefits for current federal employees. I am hopeful that the House Oversight Committee will reconsider this proposal." And this was Republican Congressman Michael Turner from Ohio. And despite his opposition, the final votes came in with 22 yeas to 21 nays, with 4 members absent from the votes. And Congressman Jim Jordan from Ohio, Congressman Byron Donalds from Florida, Congressman Nick Langworthy from New York, and Congressman Jerry Connolly, the ranking Democrat. But he was absent because he's dealing with cancer right now and just recently stepped down as the ranking Democrat in the committee. Again, Congressman Turner was the only Republican who opposed this bill. And here are the changes that the committee passed and submitted to the House Budget Committee for the final votes. In Section 90001, all federal employees under the first pension plan will increase to the new rate of 4.4% of their salary, and is supposedly going to reduce the deficit by $30.7 billion. And according to the data, just a little more than half of FERS employees joined the federal service in or after 2014. So they're already contributing 4.4% of their gross earnings to the first pension. But the other half of federal employees are contributing at 0.8% or 3.1%. And within the same bill, it looks like it's going to separate employees by 2026 and 2027 and thereafter. And this is going to allow employees who are paying 0.8% to their first pension to have their contribution increase in 2 separate stages. And that's going to be a potentially a 1.8% increase in January 2026 from 0.8% to 2.6%, and then another 1.8% increase from 2.6% to 4.4% in January 2027. And for those who are currently paying 3.1%, they will see an increase of possibly 1.3% in January 2027 to 4.4%. It does not mention anything about the CSRS employees who are already contributing 7% of their salary. So make sure to stay up to date on this when it makes it to the final bill. And the justification for this is because Congressman James Comer, the committee chairman, cited a 2024 Congressional Budget Office report that federal employees receive 43% more in benefits than their counterparts in the private sector. Don't shoot the messenger. It's just what he said. And I'm always going to remain neutral on my channel so I can deliver the news completely unbiased. And the next amendment is the elimination of the FERS annuity supplement. So again, if you watch the video from Monday, the language of this bill remained the same. And it says that you have to be retired before the enactment of this bill. And upon enactment means whenever the president signs it into law. And I don't know when that's going to happen, but if they're looking to make this happen in May, then I would guess that it could happen as early as June. I don't have a crystal ball, so you'll have to keep an eye on this bill as it progresses to the final vote. And again, according to this bill, the elimination of the FERS annuity supplement is not going to apply to the people who have a mandatory retirement age before age 62. So law enforcement, firefighters, and air traffic controllers who have a mandatory retirement age of 57 when they complete 20 years of service. However, if you took the DRP or VERA who are looking to retire in September 2025 or December 2025, the bill does not say that you're grandfathered for the Social Security annuity supplement. And the next amendment is changing the high 3 salary to a high 5 salary. The language did change in this bill to take effect on or after January 1st, 2027. So if you're retiring before that date, you're still going to have the high 3 salary calculation. But if you retire on or after January 1st, 2027, then both CSRS and FERS employees will be on the high 5 salary. And the rest of the bill remain the same, like converting new feds to at-will employment unless they accept higher FERS contributions, charging a fee for federal employees, MSPB appeals, and FEHB protection for the federal employees' dependents currently enrolled in the FEHB plans. So this is probably going to be the last update until they publish the final bill at the House Budget Committee for the final vote. And I'll give you guys an update on the Ways and Means Committee when they come out with the tax cuts and potentially tax increases in some areas. I know many of you are wondering why I care, and it's because I'm a veteran, right? And the veteran represents about 24% of the total federal workforce. And I've been providing personal finance services for veterans for many years. And this is the biggest change we have seen in a long time. If you need to figure out what you should do with your finances, you can always schedule a consultation with me by visiting firesearcher.com/consultation. I don't just help our veterans, but I help anyone who's working hard to achieve financial independence.